Good morning. It's Thursday, and I've been tagged. Seedy, Seedaholic tagged me to do a video about what I've learned in the growing season of 2019. And before I go into that, I will say that we had a seed exchange. I believe I had six that I sent out, so there might have been, what, seven of us? Something like that. Um, and I got the most amazing seeds and little gifts and gardening hints, and it was overwhelming for me because I didn't have a whole lot to offer, but boy, what I got back was just amazing. And so I have something for you next year. So be prepared, ladies. Everybody that I was in the seed exchange with, there's some seeds coming your way eventually. I'm getting there. I've really been overwhelmed. Anyway, so back to this. Thanks, Seedy. Okay, what I have learned in the growing season of 2019. The first thing I learned was um, don't let a bad start to the year determine if you're going to have a garden or not. Because we had a bad start. Bad start here. First of all, I lost most of my, or all of my seedlings, except for like maybe three. Um, that was the start. And then the weather would not cooperate at all. So I kind of was like, well, I just don't know what to do. I tried some greenhousing outside. It would get, they'd be doing fine, and then all of a sudden the weather would change again, and everything would just be bad again. So anyway, this is what I've learned. Don't give up. Don't give up. Second chances paid off. It paid off in a big way. I produced more than I could even anticipate. So anyway, second chances with your garden. First time fail, don't give up. Go ahead and start another try because it will work. Trust me. Okay. I tried something new this year in a new growing area. I have had grand gardens. I have had beautiful gardens. I have had gardens that produce so much vegetables that I was practically begging people to go up into my garden and pick it because there was just no way I was going to can any more tomatoes or make any more jalapeno jellies or freeze. I was just done. Buckets. Okay. This year I decided to go smaller, and I used this section right in front of the back door, and it worked out well. So, trying something new does work, and I'm going to tell you the Ruth Stout method is absolutely my preferred choice. Now, next year I am going to do the Ruth Stout method where we started. I'm going to do hay bales on the other side because this is where our septic system is, and I'm going to do some hay baling. So next year it's experimental, okay? But I do know, and I have learned, that 2020 will be bigger, better, and beyond. So second chances, always take them. Okay. After so much of the waiting, I put so much time and effort into my garden, I got tired, okay? And the weather started getting hot. So what I did was I let my garden go wild. I let it go feral. I kept an eye on it. I mean, I didn't let things get too bad. But that's why I didn't show everybody, because I wanted to test drive this without people thinking that, I was just a lazy way. But I also wanted to try this because in this area there is a lot of ground cover. It's not just like weeds. There are some, but there's also a ground cover. And not only that, but the birds were putting sunflower and milo and millet out there, and I was wanting that to grow. And I have, and I need to harvest the rest of it. I've let the birds have it this year because I didn't feed them a lot during the summer, which that was my fault because of the chickens. I'm going to blame the chickens. It's not their fault. It's my fault. So I let them have the sunflowers and most of the Milo and millet. Okay. So anyway, I let it go wild. Okay, this garden produced so much, and when things were on the ground, they had cushion. They didn't have just dirt or just straw or just whatever my composting was at the time. They actually had a cushion, and it kept the roots moist. So I will control it a little bit more next year because I want to grow some different vegetables that I really need to find out if they're going to do well. But the Ruth Stout method and Let It Go Wild method worked great. I would go in and weed in between for the chickens. So I was going in, I was weeding in between, so nothing got choked out for the most part. I did have a couple pumpkin vines that choked out some sunflowers, but that was no big deal. Okay, so what I have learned. Number one, 2020 is going to be bigger, better, and beyond. Second chances in the garden pay off. Number three, the Ruth Stout method is absolutely a phenomenal way to have a no-till garden. And number four, let it go wild. It works. Just saying. Seedy, thank you for tagging me. This is coming out, ladies. Everyone I had the seed exchange with will be getting some of these from out of my garden this year. So y'all have a great day. And I'm probably going to try to get another video done and up and out before I go to work this morning. We'll see. Bye, y'all.